Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Amy and I am on a financial freedom journey with my family. I share all about that and more on this channel. Today we're going to be talking about our February financial goal and net worth update. So let's go ahead and get into it. The current financial goal that we are focused on right now is our car fund. So for the month of February, we were able to put $2,100 into our car fund. Some other goals that we're going to be working on this year is my husband's Roth IRA, putting some extra money towards our mortgage principal, and my Roth IRA for 2023, hopefully, if we can get to that. And then I also have another category down here for college savings. This is not something that we initially had set a goal for this year, but it's something that we're hoping to put some extra money to every once in a while when we have some extra. And hopefully at the end of the year, we'll be able to put a little bit of a chunk here as well. So year to date for our car fund, we have put $4,300 into our car fund on a goal of $10,000. That leaves us with $5,700 remaining, and that means we are at 43% as of the end of February. So again, we have not really worked on any of these other goals, except we did put $200 into my kids' 529 plans in January. So total for the year, we've put $4,500 towards financial goals. Our goal is $38,000. That means we have $33,700 left, and that puts us at 12% to our financial goals for the year so far. February is actually about 16% through the year, so we are a little bit behind if we're tracking to this $38,000 goal. Again, this is including this stretch goal, so the reason I have this asterisk here is because my Roth IRA is actually a stretch goal for us. I'm not sure if we're going to be able to complete that. So yeah, if we take that out, we'd actually be 14%. So we would be a little bit closer if we took that out, but again, we do have March, which is a extra paycheck month, which is why it has an asterisk here. So we will have a lot more savings in the month of March to put towards our financial goals. I'm hoping it'll even out throughout the year. Let's move down to our net worth. So this is our net worth as of February 28th. I always take our net worth as a point in time, the last day of the month. So this is as of February 28th. Our home value, we are leaving this at $500,000. If you guys have watched my channel before, we have a new build home that was built last year. We purchased it in August, and so it doesn't even have a Zillow estimate, which is what I used to use when we had our old house. So I'm leaving it at $500,000. This is an in-between number of what we paid and what it was appraised at. So I feel really good about this number. It's probably pretty accurate. It might even be a little bit low, but I would always rather be on the lower end than the higher end because I don't want to over exaggerate our net worth. So 500,000 will be probably what it stays at until we have like a Zillow estimate, because honestly, I have no idea if this value has changed because we just don't have a lot of comparisons where we are right now. Our HSA did go up a little bit. So we do actually have some of our HSA invested and we have some of it just in cash because we do use it. So we didn't actually have to use anything in February and we did put some money into it, but then the market had kind of gone down a little bit. So it evened out to about $6,000 for the month in our HSA. Our goal is to have this at about $6,850 because that is what our out-of-pocket max is for our insurance, our medical insurance. So I would love to have that sitting in here at all times, just in case, we need to use it, or in case we have like a really bad medical year. I want to not have to worry about that. So that's kind of my goal for this account. And again, we do have some of it in cash and we have some of it invested. So that's what we're doing with our HSA. Retirement and savings. So this is our 401ks through our employers, our Roth IRAs. This is also our savings accounts, so our emergency fund and all of our sinking funds. So this is just a lot of accounts in one, just so that I don't have to break it out because I feel like it's really annoying to have like 8,000 lines on here because we have a lot of different accounts. So our total for this month was $215,000. That did go down a little bit from last month, primarily because the market did go down a little bit, but I also had to use some money for paying for some of our vacation things. So like our rental that we're getting for our vacation. So we did pull some money out of savings as well. So it was just a culmination of all of those things coming together to decrease us by about $3,000. We did actually have a little bit of an increase in our brokerage account. So we're at $2,700 right now. I did actually put some money into this account this month. We got like a refund check from my old cell phone provider. We switched to Mint and I had actually overpaid my bill. So I just threw it in my brokerage because I deposited into my personal checking account. So like my husband and I both have our own personal accounts that we use for like our spending money. So I put it into my personal, and then I transferred some money to our brokerage. And then I also transferred some of my own personal money in there as well. So I'm really trying to kind of put some money in this when I have like some really just random extra things. Or sometimes I'll throw my own personal money in here if I just feel like it. I don't know. Sometimes I just feel like putting money in my brokerage, which I feel like is a really good mindset to have, because I feel like I would rather put it in our brokerage than like spend it on stupid things. So we did put a little bit of money in here for the month of February, which I was really happy with. Again, we're not super focused on the brokerage right now because we want to take advantage of some of those more tax advantaged accounts. So we're not really focused on the brokerage. At some point, we might start throwing more money into here. But for now, we're focused really on our 401ks and our Roth IRAs for now. So again, a brokerage is really great for if you plan to retire early, because there's really no stipulations on withdrawing the money except paying gains taxes. So again, we might focus on this eventually if we figure out that we want to like retire pretty early. But at this point, I don't really think that's on our radar right now. So 2,700 is where it is at. And then car value, this is my SUV. We put at 17,000. I'm just going to leave that probably for the whole year because it is actually pretty low. When I ran the Kelley Blue Book, it was like 23 or 25 or something. I don't know. I'm just leaving it at 17 because that's what I've had it at for like a really long time, and I don't feel like changing it. And I'd also rather be conservative on that as well because it's a car, and you know, it's currently filled with goldfish. So I'm not sure that anybody would want to buy that car for 20 grand. So that leaves our total assets at 740,700. So we did go down a little bit from last month, which is totally fine. Obviously, you're going to have months that you go down in net worth. That's just part of the course of net worth. Our only liability remaining is our mortgage. So our mortgage was at 365,900 for the end of February. Let's go ahead and scroll down to our net worth by month chart. So as you can see here, I actually left this up. So a lot of times I will hide a lot of the history, but I don't know. I personally think it's interesting. Let me know if you guys don't care about like the 2021 stuff, but I will just go through really quickly. You guys could always pause if you want to look at anything specifically, but I'm going to focus mainly on what we have for this month. So we did go down $1,900 this month. Our net worth is currently at $374,800. We were over $375, but now we kind of dipped back down. I'm hopeful that March will go back up, but again, we never know, right? Like the market just does what it does and we can't control it. So we did go down a little bit this month, but that was pretty much to be expected. We also had pulled some money out of savings, so I wasn't really too surprised to see that. But it is just really amazing for me to look back at all of these net worths through the last few years. It's just incredible the progress that we've been able to make. That is all I have for you guys this month. We don't have any milestones to call out because, again, we're not at that $400,000 point, but I'm really hoping we get there this year. I would love to see our net worth at $400,000. And then our next milestone is actually $500,000, which is just nuts. I'm so excited to eventually hit that point. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys track your net worth and how your financial goals are going this year. I would love to hear about it. And I will talk to you guys in my video on Friday. Bye, guys.